y'all that's tapped in. This list is preposterous, and we're gonna get y'all a correct list. Don't even trip. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. From what I seen, what I remember, list was bad, dude. It wasn't terrible, but it was bad.
The list was bad. All right. Can you see this?
Yes, I can.
So, hold on. No, deny. So you can see right here, we got my boy RG3 at 10. Yep. Baylor's on. Baylor's on, right?
Yep.
Anybody else you would have put at 10?
The second I saw this, I said, I guarantee you he's better than 7, 8, and 9. Niggas sleep on RG3. Okay. So I believe he should be ranked higher than 10.
You can see right here. You can see right here that they didn't put Manziel on the list.
Yeah, he not
on
the list.
And then Jameis snubbed. Jameis snubbed because he ain't make the list. Oh, I'm getting off topic though. Hold on. Number 9, Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, Mariota was a dog. Played the Natty.
Rose Bowl winner.
Not better than RG3.
Yes, he is, bro.
Mariota's cool, bro. He's cool.
Bro, he's better than
Oregon at their...
He beat a QB that got snubbed on this list, and Jameis Winston in the wagon at Florida State was.
That's great. That's cool.
You saying that's great, bro.
You put RG3 in that same offense. RG3 is winning that Natty.
RG3 is what? Problems. RG3 is what, bro?
He's winning that Natty without problems.
4.4, 4.40, 6.4.
RG3, 4.3 40. What are we talking about here? You want to talk about track speed with a real track nigga?
This is similar speed, bro. He not a track.
It's not that similar, bro. It's not that similar, bro. Football speed, RG3 was moving way different than Mariota.
Yeah, he was a hurter.
He took Baylor. We're talking about Baylor here, bro. Out the depths of hell and dragged him. All right, all right. Mariota's at 10. RG3's at 9 right now.
Mariota's rightfully.
We're flipping those. Lamar. Highlight machine. Real dog.
Is we just going off player success, or are we talking about, are we adding team success? Just individual.
Well, quarterback success is heavily influential to team success in college football, more so than in the NFL by far. So with that being said,
Lamar had the worst team between
this list?
Between these two?
Between what two? Okay. RG3 and Lamar?
The two we just went through. RG3, Mariota.
I'll probably say possibly, but I don't know. Regardless, RG3 is at 8 now, and Lamar is at 9.
He was another freshman. He was like this. I think he was a second freshman to win it. I think behind Manziel, Kyler Murray at 7.
Real dog. This is where it gets good, man.
This is supposed to be Texas A&M other Heisman, but they wanted to start Allen. Brandon, yeah. I forget his name. It's something Allen. Kyle Allen. That was his name.
Kyle.
Yeah. Y'all fumbled the bag. Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson
that's too low.
He top 5?
I think he top 5.
I think he top 5 for the degree of difficulty he was playing against in the. He was fighting for his life in the national championship games.
Look, Taj Boyd set the floor for Clemson, but Deshaun came and blew the roof off Clemson and made them the top program in the country, including Alabama at the time. Went over there, lost to Bama in the Natty, came back, got his get back, beat Bama, prime Saban. Saban at his heights.
Yeah.
One of the best Saban teams he ever had. Deshaun went and hung 40 on them niggas and beat him. So, yeah. Deshaun has to be higher than 6. That's way too low.
You can count on your hands the team. The other dude right here is the only dude that beat like them stacked Alabama teams. A lot of Alabama teams were stacked, but this guy,
Joey Burr.
I feel like people don't want to give him his just due because how recent he did it, but probably the best statistical season from a college quarterback we've seen.
The single greatest season of all time in college football behind one Cam Newton is Joe Burrow. Yeah. He had the greatest season of college football at quarterback other than Cam Newton's Heisman season. So That being said, Joe Burrow's too low. I know I'm just saying everybody's too low, but we're gonna clean up the list in a second. Joe Burrow has to be higher.
Timothy Tebow, the guy.
This right here will make me close app. Tim Tebow being at 4, where every single quarterback we've named so far is a product of Tebow's success, means that Tebow is not getting enough credit. When
But
we
they
talk
made
about
it.
that,
They did it better though.
okay. So when we talk about the spread offense and we talk about how it took over college football, it's because of this guy right here. What this guy did at Florida. This guy right here. I mean, Nick Saban talked about it in an interview like, oh, so that's what we doing now after getting his head beat in by Florida a couple times. He like, oh, that's what we doing now? All right, I guess we'll get out of this pro style offense and we'll run the spread and we'll do it better than anybody who's ever done it. That's what Nick Saban said. And they did. They did that. But he got the blue from Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow. Chris Leak was cool. Tim Tebow had to take it to the next level. Tim Tebow is 1 or 2. He's probably 1. Greatest college football quarterback of all time. Next.
Yeah, but I just think the guys on this list took what he did. Like since he was the first to do it, I don't think that mean you was
okay. We can actually talk about on the field like stylistically.
Yeah, like he made like he started the spread, right? But like you said, he started the spread. That's all good and well and cool. But these guys like had coaches that perfected the spread and what they could do with their arm. Like how you was talking about RG3 speed, his arm was insane.
So is Tim Tebow's.
Stop playing with me, Chaz.
Tim Tebow had a freaking cannon. What are we talking about here?
Stop
Tim Tebow had a cannon. Come
he
on,
might
bro.
have had a cannon. He might have had a cannon, but he couldn't throw it. He couldn't throw it like
Tim Tebow was the only quarterback at that time that was running between the tackles, running outside, throwing the ball, running read option, speed option, however you want it. He was a running back in the backfield that you had to account for.
Okay, Chaz.
And
okay,
then
Chaz. We going to Vince Young,
was
bro.
Throwing dimes on people.
We going to Vince Young, bro, because I gotta.
Baker Mayfield ain't doing that.
I gotta watch some more Tim Tebow tape because bro.
Please do.
You talking about this arm? I need to see. I need to see these throws.
He changed my life.
I don't think the arms are standing. I don't think his arms stand up to nobody on this list.
It stands up to Vince's. I'm sorry, Vince gotta go, bro. Hey, everybody who I said got to move up a little bit. Vince is at 10. All right. I know what Vince did at Texas, beating that USC team. That was crazy. Yeah, Vince was a dog. Don't get me wrong.
I mean,
USC is not none of these guys that we've seen so far on this list. Maybe Mariota. So maybe Vince could be 9 and Mariota can be 10.
You're not even Mariota.
But he really not even Mariota, bro. He
probably get the edge on Mariota just because he won a natty and
the accomplishment.
Mariota like lost to Ohio State. But
Vince is 9, bro.
This fellow, I feel like should have been number 1 just based off what he did. All right. We talking about the heat of the SEC. A lot of people would say the peak of the SEC was Cam Newton kicked out of Florida, goes to Blinn College, wins the national junior college championship from Blinn College, goes to Auburn with no, like you said, no NFL players on his roster, and takes Auburn when Nick Saban was running this, undefeated to the national championship on his bike.
Yeah,
on his bike. So he should get the undefeated is crazy, bro. In your first year, you barely know that. You know how college is, bro. You know you just can't throw nobody in there with a group of guys and say go do it, especially if it ain't a stacked team, bro.
Yeah.
Especially if it ain't a stacked team. His team was not stacked by any means. They had good players, don't get me wrong, but you had to have good players to win these games. But the reason they won these games was because of Cameron Newton.
Look, when it come to Cam, you just had to be there. because the highlights not even going to do it justice. The way it felt watching him in person, live, go out there. That's why I said the greatest single season of all time belongs to Cam Newton, is because of everything you just said. The height of the SEC, the competition, everything that was going on. And the way Cam Newton played out there, bro, it was like he was invincible. You see quarterbacks now sliding, protecting themselves like Kyler and Baker and all those guys. Cam Newton was throwing 50-yard bombs over your head, and then he was rushing for 70 while he's carrying your linebacker on his back.
Bro.
So that being said, Cam Newton has to be at number 2 because he left Florida because he couldn't start over Tim Tebow. All roads lead back to Tebow, nigga.
Shut up, bro. You know
So
Urban
Tebow
Meyer.
had one, Cam
you know
had
Urban-
2, nigga.
You know Urban Meyer loved the shit out of Tebow. But look, bro. He got kicked out because he stole a laptop. But that's not important. Cam Newton broke tackles like how Leonard Fournette did at LSU.
Yeah.
Run about fast as RG3.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying he faster than, but he run about fast as RG3. About big as a first round defensive lineman. DN, I should say, edge rusher. And can throw a country mile.
So this is where it comes to, okay, greatness, right? Greatness versus who is a better player. This is why the legacy aspect has to count when you're talking about greatest college football quarterbacks of all time. The legacy for Tebow is the speeches before the game, halftime, 60 minutes for the rest of our life. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't shrug that off, bro. Because I mean, the scripture under the eye, the most Googled script, the most Googled thing on the internet the next day, every time Tebow touched the field, bro. Like, this is the only difference between Cam and Tim. It is simply the impact that Tim Tebow had on the entire nation while he was at Florida. And he did it not just 1 year, but he did it over a span of years. Cam's was a flash in a pan, one great season, greatness. The book is not out yet. Tim Tebow had to do it multiple years, bro.
That's all he could do, bro. Because Tim Tebow had multiple years. That's the whole thing, bro.
The first year he started, he won the SEC and won a Heisman. So he basically did Cam Newton thing, and then did it again, where he should have won back to back. He got holes, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not going to even talk about it. But yeah, what Cam Newton did, Tebow basically did twice.
It will never be done again. What Cam Newton did. Tebow didn't get dropped into Florida. Tebow didn't just go to Florida and start right away and win the national championship. So Tim Tebow actually didn't do what Cam Newton did.
He basically wait, Cam Newton didn't do that either, if we're being honest. Cam sat behind Tebow while Tebow did. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Tebow had to sit behind Chris Lee, but at least they split carries, bro. Like, split snaps. Like, yeah, Chris was the guy. Don't get me wrong. Chris was the guy.
Bro.
But Tebow was a factor on that team.
Cam
was not a factor.
You count Cam Newton freshman year as the year of him being a full-time starter.
Cam Newton said Tebow's freshman year didn't matter.
I didn't say it didn't matter, bro. I'm saying if Tim Tebow went straight to, like, let's say if Tim Tebow left and went to freaking South Carolina or something, and they just won a natty. For whatever reason, he got kicked out of Florida, and then he goes straight to a team that nobody thought would have won a national championship. And then
what's the difference?
The difference is you haven't even been with these dudes a full year.
Okay.
He got there after the junior. He got there in the summer, bro. Tim Tebow you seen it in Swamp Kings, bro, when Tim Tebow went and they had the offseason workouts, they had the lifts, they build camaraderie. They was, you know what I'm saying? He still hung out with them even though he was a church boy. Cam Newton got there in the summer. And then the fall, you know how the summer is 2 months, bro.
Okay.
And then he went out there and proceeds to win a national championship.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, the degree of difficulty. Like, I get it. Like you say, he had the success when he came in right away and they won SEC, but Cam Newton, this is a fresh team. You get dropped there in the summer. You get dropped at Auburn in the summer. Nobody was expecting Auburn to win a national championship. I'm sorry. Florida was good. Florida was like good already.
You are correct.
With Chris Leak. That's what I'm saying. It's harder to do, and it'll probably never be done again. What he did.
You're right, bro.
That takes us to number 1. That's not it. That's Asar Thompson. Number 1.
Tim Tebow rushed for 23 touchdowns his sophomore year. My Lord. 3,200 passing yards. My Lord. Come on, bro. As a sophomore. Jesus. Anyway, that young man right there, gifted. Bakes. Real dog. Number 1? Not quite.
I don't think he's number 1. We was there for Baker Mayfield's year, but we was there for like Baker Mayfield's time. But the most iconic thing I remember him doing is like beating Ohio State and like waving the flag. That was like his. That's what I remember him for, like the most, like impact wise.
Absolutely, it was playing that flag at Ohio State. That's what I remember him for most too. But it was also like making Oklahoma a real like contender again after Sam Bradford. They went through that long stretch of not being able to get to the mountaintop, and like Baker, he literally made Lincoln Riley a household name. Lincoln Riley's sitting in a mansion in Calabasas right now because of this man right here. So Baker is, I got him at 5 on my list. Tebow, Cam, Burrow, Deshaun, then Baker. Because Baker was cold, bro. You had to like just watching Baker dice dudes up running that Lincoln Riley triple option spread, whatever you want to call it, RPO. This the real RPO guy right here, Baker Mayfield, bro. So, I mean, his yards are gaudy. Everything was filthy. Baker's got to be mentioned as one of the greats, but he can't be number 1. I'm sorry.
I think over national champions, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's the issue with me, bro. You got to at least have one natty on your resume, bro.
At least one natty.
At least one.
Like I get probably Mariota, Lamar get knocked down a few pegs just because they didn't win a national championship. But come on, my dog. Like,
but Baker didn't even play in one though, right?
No.
That's my point.
He didn't even get to lose one.
Even if you didn't win one, you got to at least play in one. If you're gonna be the greatest of all time, you got to at least play in one.
Yeah, bro. Like
I'm putting
besides I'm looking and I'm the other Big 12 guy, right? Robert Griffin III. Yeah, bro. Other than that, all of these guys at least played in one, if they didn't win one. So, sheesh. You could take Baker completely off this list.
Jeez.
I'm just not seeing that, bro. But man, yeah, bro. Of course, everybody on that list. Did Vince Young won a Heisman, right?
Which one did he win?
I think Vince Young won a Heisman. I don't think Vince Young won a Heisman.
I don't think so.
Now that I'm thinking about it, because he was probably the only person on that list that didn't win a Heisman. Somebody else won on his like. Oh, he did. Okay.
I was about to say Matt Leinart won one.
I'm tripping.
Reggie won one.
I remember him at the ceremony with wait, I said awards. Yeah, I'm joking. No.
So Vince never got that Heisman in. Yeah, that's why that nigga's number 9, bro. I'm sorry.
Wait, is you being dead serious? He was on that list and he went high. I can't. Hold on, bro. Yeah, he won at 05.
05. So he won the year
in
between Leinart and Reggie.
Vince Young's USC.
He won in between Leinart and Reggie. Gotcha.
Okay. Oh, Bush won the Heisman. Essentially, was a three-way race between Texas quarterback. No, Bush won. He didn't. He didn't.
So he didn't get one.
Bush won. He didn't get one. Bush won.
Okay, yeah.
That's the vacate. That's the vacated Heisman.
So USC won it back to back off Leonard and Reggie.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right, Will. You're right, Will. He didn't win it. He didn't win it because I was thinking.
Appreciate you, Big Will. I trusted you, bro. I trusted you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I remember them. I remember them sitting at the table, sitting all next to each other, bro.
Yep.
Not
I remember it now.
Yeah, the NCAA don't want to play it because they don't want to get Reggie his Heisman back.
Yeah.
But Johnny essentially said that he ain't getting that. He ain't ever getting it.
He not.
He ain't never getting the Heisman back, which is trash. I would tell them they would have had to come get it back in blood.
Type deal. Come rip it out my paws.
Yeah, bro. He can't be that high with no Heisman because I'm sorry.
It's the natty, bro. The moment, man. USC was everything. USC was bigger than everything, bro. And he knocked the niggas off.
Trust me, bro. I understand.
That's what it is for Vince, bro. That's why I'm saying he's 9 or 10 at best, bro. I'm sorry. Love him, though. What him and CJ2K did,